For me, performance anxiety is like the anxiety that you get before
For me, it's really putting pressure on myself.
Is when I start to overthink and really struggle with confidence for an evaluation.
It's easier to imagine that it'll go terribly than to imagine that it'll go well.
I always have that fear inside of me of not getting a grade that's good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, at times, yes.
I consider myself an anxious person. It started more when I was in elementary school.
Especially when I'm trying new things for the first time.
I'd say that I'm more of an anxious person when it comes to school and other like academic stuff.
When I'm anxious, I feel scared. I'm insecure and I feel lost. I don't know where I am. No one can comfort me.
I get very panicky.
I start to kind of shake and have a harder time breathing.
I'm not sure, actually. I guess
Stress is more like a motivation or like a push to keep going and to be able to reach a goal, whereas anxiety is a lot more incapacitating.
I feel like often I'll say like I'm stressed for an exam, but I guess I'm not actually stressed. I have anxiety about an exam, and then at the exam, then I'll be stressed. So I guess I've just been using the words wrong. I'm a terrible procrastinator.
Yeah, a bit of both. I procrastinate a lot though.
I'd say I'm a little bit of both because I tend to overestimate everything that I can do like the day before or the night before an exam. And so when that actual night comes, I start to realize the workload that I have on my hands. That's when I start to overreact a little more.
When I procrastinate, I don't think it's good for me. The less I try to think about it, the more it goes into the back of my head. The more I think about it, the more I stress about it, and it makes me anxious.
Procrastinating doesn't help with my anxiety at all. It make me worry even more and then probably panic. I fidget a lot.
For me, it's really important to talk to someone when I'm feeling very anxious because it helps me feel a lot better to exteriorize everything.
When I get really anxious, I usually make a list of all the things that I have to do.
I try to write things down and go step by step. Breathing is a big one.
When I'm anxious, I usually like to use this. I usually just like to squeeze it. And when I squeeze it, I usually breathe.
I really like painting my nails, especially when I'm studying for an exam.
I click a pen.
I might just like do that all the time.
I pop a highlighter cap.
It annoyed people, and that was a bonus.
I usually listen to music on a speaker.
Listen to music.
And listen to music.
For me, it's a really grounding experience. It makes me feel less alone because I can actually feel like there's something going on around me and the earth hasn't stopped spinning and everything is going to be fine. Actually, I don't think I have.
Honestly, not really. I don't often have thoughts that haunt me.
When I'm anxious, I think a lot of the same thoughts. I repeat myself the same things, and it makes me feel like I can't change what I'm thinking.
Examples of questions that you can ask.
What proves that this thought is true?
Are there elements that prove me that the opposite is true?
If the worst happened, would I be able to get through it?
Does this thought help me feel better?
I feel like these questions are definitely important to ask. If I realize a thought is not really useful, I can just kick it out because if it's not helping me, it doesn't belong in my head.
When I realize that my thought is useful, I try to act on it and I try to make myself feel good about it. I have tried positive okay.
I do a lot of
I've never done
Positive visualization.
I visualize a lot before I compete in my sport.
It helps me ground myself to a space where I feel comfortable. It made me feel calm. It made me feel like everything is okay.
Yeah, well, it definitely like calmed me down a bit.
I don't think I was able to do it. Having many tools can obviously help because then if one doesn't work, then you can use the other. You take whatever works for you.
I know I can do it now.